Hey everyone, I'm Jonna Rodriguez with Easter Seals of Greater Houston. I'm streaming live from our main location, our main office in Houston at 4888 Loop Central Drive. This is where we host our open lab. Our tech lab is out here. We're normally hosting that every Tuesday night, 5:30 to 7:30. The decision was made recently and it was a decision that was not made lightly. We're going to be pausing that service and a couple of other services for a little while. We are so sorry for the inconvenience and disappointment that this may cause anyone. We want to make sure that safety is our main priority. And although our services are not in any areas that have confirmed cases of virus, but we want to make sure we're not putting anyone to a higher risk of exposure. One of the beautiful things about our community includes the diversity and inclusion of people from around the world. So we're just taking precautions to make sure that we're not putting ourselves or any of our employees or any of our vulnerable communities or client populations at risk to this virus. So we'll be putting a pause on some of our services, including the lab, for a little bit. Please keep in touch with us. There are so many ways to stay connected if you have any questions or need any support. And keep an eye on our calendar to find out when we're going to be resuming again. With that said, today's tech tip is going to be focused on telehealth. It's a way of communicating and connecting with medical providers without physically going to see them. And right now, that's a great way to get information about any symptoms that you might be feeling, any concerns that you have, or just information in general about what to look for and how to stay healthy. We're going to talk a little bit today about the app Doctor on Demand. I'm going to switch my screen here, and we should see here, I've got the app launched on my phone. I'm using an iPhone here. This may look a little bit different on other devices. With this app, Doctor on Demand, it's a free app you can download, and it is a version of telehealth. This means you can digitally visit a doctor. It doesn't mean that the doctor is digital or a robot or anything. This is a way to connect to a real doctor via a face video conference, for example. Just like, I'm going to switch my screen here again. Get on this. Just like you're able to see me now through a video, this is how you'll be able to connect to a doctor, a real doctor, just in a different location. It's not the only way to connect. You don't have to video chat. In some cases, it's necessary. You can also do phone calls. One of the nice things about this option is, again, you don't have to physically take yourself to see the doctor. And with this way of connecting, they can provide services that are reasonable. So if you're looking for treatment for something like a broken arm, you can't get treatment without physically being there. But if you're experiencing a cough or a fever or some other kind of you're needing other services to be treated, this is a way of connecting to a real doctor. They offer medical doctor visits as well as visits with psychologists and psychiatrists. They do offer some services that will work with insurance if you have that. If you don't have insurance, there's some flat rates available as well. So it's something to look into, see if you have insurance. If you haven't taken a look in a while, see if it's included in your insurance plan. You might have telehealth visits as an option. Your insurance might be offering those visits with their own app or their own providers. Doctor on Demand is the example we're talking about today, but it's definitely not the only service for telehealth. Walgreens now offers telehealth visits, a digital visit with a doctor through MD Live. MD Live is another wonderful resource for seeking digital doctor visits, seeking this telehealth. I'm going to switch my screen back again to my iPhone here so we can look a little bit through this app. One of the reasons I brought up this app today, Doctor on Demand, is because they have a lot of information about what you need to know about the coronavirus, CoVid19. It's being called a couple of things at the moment. I think we're not calling it it's more commonly known as coronavirus at the moment. It does have a specific name. And as you can see on my screen here, there is an assessment option here I'm going to tap my screen to take a look through this. Oops, here we go, start assessment. Just for the sake of seeing the screens and for privacy, I'm only going to press the no button on this assessment. So I'll hit begin here. If you're concerned about yourself or someone in your household that is experiencing symptoms, this is a good way to go through exploring what those symptoms mean and what your risk level is. Here we go. I'm pressing no on all of these screens just to get through them. And it's told me on here, based on those answers, I pressed no on everything, that the risk level is low. There is an option now at the bottom to schedule to see a doctor now. The benefit of that is it doesn't matter if it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 2 o'clock in the morning. You have an opportunity to connect with a real doctor and ask your questions and see if there's any concerns to make any other arrangements. This is also great for anyone who is having a hard time with physically getting to a doctor's office. Maybe transportation is not very easy and a whole lot of planning goes behind it. This is another great way of getting connected to a doctor. And we can see on here with the information provided for the coronavirus, there are links, there's FAQs. I just went through the assessment on here to see what the risk level is. And at the bottom, there's a get started if you're looking to discuss your results with a doctor. And this will guide you through the app to make an appointment, either be next in line or schedule. I need a little bit of time to get somewhere with a good Wi-Fi connection and whatnot. This will allow you to make that appointment with a doctor. There's also options on here to, I'm going to skip this for now, to book seeing that medical doctor or a mental health professional, as you can see the bottom choice right there. This, again, may be for reasonable visits for a virtual doctor, and having just a phone call with voice audio might be your preference. But in some cases, the doctor will ask that you, I'm going to switch my screen here, provide video, just like I'm showing right now. That way they can make their diagnosis as best as possible by getting a lot of information. Now, I'm going to switch one more time here to this screen. Again, the Doctor on Demand app does have a coronavirus center where they are giving information on what to look for, what to be concerned about, what symptoms are, and how to stay healthy. I'm also going to switch here to the Facebook page for Doctor on Demand. If you're seeing this video right now, you're on Facebook. So if you get the chance, go over to the Doctor on Demand website, or their Facebook page rather, because on here they also have information, and they're making some really incredible efforts, such as later today at 2:30, they're hosting a coronavirus Q&A with the chief medical officer, Dr. Ian Tong, and the infectious disease expert, Dr. Aaron Ben David. So this is another great way to get information on what this virus is, what it means, and what we need to be concerned about. And of course, how we can stay safe and healthy, take good care of ourselves, make sure that we're not putting ourselves at risks, washing our hands. Again, I'm using an iPhone here. I'm using the Doctor on Demand app. It is a free app. It does offer in-app purchases. The services to connect to a doctor may come at a cost charged to your insurance, or by using some of their flat rate fees when you sign up or follow their social media. They often do coupon codes. I know that there's one going on right now, 4 questions about coronavirus. I'll make sure to get that in the comments on our page here. And again, if you have any questions, if you're looking for resources for telehealth or a digital way of connecting to a doctor, please reach out. Let us know what you're using. Have you used Doctor on Demand before? Did it work well? MD Live? Have you used Hey Doc? Let us know what you're using, what's been helpful. We'd love to get more of that information out and find out how we can be of help. So again, keep tuned. Check out our website at bridgingapps.org for more information about Doctor on Demand, telehealth in general, and just different tips on how you can use your technology to stay safe and healthy. Keep an eye out for more updates. Reach out if you need us. We will be resuming our open lab hours soon. Stay safe and healthy, everyone. See you next time. Bye.